Hey review family, keep it tight. My name is Jay Morris, the review guy, and I'm back again to bring you another video, and in this one I'm going to be covering the brand new Drab Majesty album, entitled Modern Mirror. So Deb Demure, aka Andrew Klinko, also joined on stage by keyboardist Mana D, is Drab Majesty. It's a musical project based out of Los Angeles that's been making a headway since the turn of the decade, but the record, The Demonstration, is really when I started to pay a lot of attention to them, specifically off some just really fire tracks like 39 by Design. For people unfamiliar of Drab Majesty, what I can really call their sound is take Darkwave and feed it through a lens of shoegaze and dreampop, cloak it in this ethereal sheen and reverb and echo with the vocals that's reminiscent of an 80s new wave band combined with kind of like the vocals from a Placebo album. I don't know why I said that, no one knows who they are. I especially equate the vocals from Drab Majesty to Placebo's cover of Running Up That Hill by Kate Bush. I think it's very reminiscent of that, very kind of throaty, very raspy, very kind of nasally. This album is 8 tracks and 42 minutes, and it was heavily anticipated by both fans of Drab Majesty, myself, and others because they just wanted to figure out what they were going to do next, me included. I wanted to see how they were going to follow up some of their previous projects, because in my opinion, the one thing that set Drab Majesty apart was the kind of unique blending of dreampop, of shoegaze, of darkwave, all up into one. But as you go more into the underground, you find out that they aren't the only ones doing this sound, and not even the only ones doing this sound justice. There's a lot of very good bedroom pop, chamber pop bands and artists and solo careers that really thrive on this very eclectic style of kind of 80s nostalgia. Even synth pop, which is a fairly high-octane genre right now with quite a few mainstream contemporary artists taking heed from synth pop, it has that nostalgic flair to it that it recalls the 1980s. And for the most part, this is a pretty uniform follow-up to their previous material. It's by no means bad, it's certainly above average, but it's not blowing me away. And don't take that the wrong way, because I mean that kind of like I meant it with the Sun record that released this year, which turned out to be one of my favorites this year thus far, Life Metal, where for anyone else it would be a massive statement, but for the band I kind of expect more. Once again, everything on this record is just fed through the lens of darkwave mixed with shoegaze and dream pop with synth keyboards, guitars, percussion, and the usual nasal. Just kind of like Andrew Klinko says, this is tragic wave, as he dubbed it. The lyrics are pretty standard, very occult, very dark, kind of depressive at times, which combined with the driftiness of these compositions accompanies it and kind of provides a lot of substance to what's being portrayed with the instrumentals. Straight away from the first track, A Dialogue, you're gonna get the feel for this record very quickly. I would say within the first 3 to 4 tracks, maybe even less, you're gonna get a feel for this record if you like it or if you don't. It's filled with loops, it's filled with repetition, a lot of the things just drone on and kind of have this ambient feel for it, which is another section, another branch in the tree that is Drab Majesty's eclectic musical taste. I mean, overall, they came through with a record that is pretty nice. It's definitely above average. It's by no means bad. I just wish they would have maybe experimented a little bit more and pushed themselves out of their comfort zone a little bit with their sound, because even though it is a very talented album, you can tell that the performances are on just full display, and it's a very easy album to just get lost in and consumed with and just drowned in like an ocean just consuming you. It's pretty uniform by Drab Majesty's standards. If you want a record that just has this very drifting, atmospheric, ambient feel and ambient take on the darkwave genre mixed with things like shoegaze and dream pop, you're gonna like this record. I still highly recommend it because there's very few people that sound exactly like Drab Majesty. Sure, you can find other genres and other bands and other artists that do have this feel to them that you can kind of get somewhat of the same feel from, but Drab Majesty still is a cut above a lot of them in my opinion, and that's why I believe they've caught on as much as they have. I do recommend this record. I'll be giving it a 7 out of 10, and that is a wrap. Please stay for the unscrewed links to videos that you might be interested in. Have you heard this new Drab Majesty record, Modern Mirror? If you have, let me know in the comment section below what you thought of it. I'd love to discuss the record with you. Like this video if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you're new here, and smash that notification bell to be notified of my future uploads. My name is Jay Morris, the review guy, and I'm signing off saying farewell.